remember back in pre-K, I was in my Michael Myers era. And what I mean by that is I used to dress up in my Spider-Man costume, put on my mom's high heels, and sashay around the neighborhood with the butcher knife, chasing all the kids. Why would you do that? For the plot. See, I knew as an adult I was going to tell stories about my life. I'm a philosopher. No shade. Now, because I'm the one with the knife, I control the traffic. So whenever we come outside, we're playing my favorite game, hide and go seek. You hide, I seek. Now, this day in particular, when I came outside, nobody was out there, only the birds. Tweet, 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 tweet. Look at that fat ass. Tweet, tweet. So I'm walking around my neighborhood, knocking on doors, and nobody is answering. Finally, somebody answers the door. What do you want? Hey, Mookie, can you come outside to play? Are you gonna chase me with a knife? Of course. Slam. Tough crowd. I guess the kids didn't like my game, so everybody stayed inside the house. Now, was my game too excessive? Not really, because I was short, fat, and wobbly, built like a Jeep Renegade. So whenever I would roll down the street in my high heels, I could barely even run. It's not like I was gonna catch you. No shade. I'm like, you know what? Everybody's scared today. I'll go back inside and try again tomorrow. No shade. So I go back inside, I take off my Spider-Man costume, and I put on my Rockaware sweatsuit. So I go from looking like a Jeep Renegade to a Teletubby. No shade. Hold on, girl. Commercial break. My oxtails came. Every time I give me a little bit of that Jamaican oxtails, I feel like I'm Jamaican. Dirty girl, when you see me, when you fit do, bow down, big chin, and it ever to respect. Now, because I went from a Jeep Renegade to a Teletubby, I now have to assimilate with the other Teletubbies. No shade. And one thing about us Teletubbies, we have to always live a life of joy. The only thing that will bring me joy, though, is putting fear into other people. All of the kids are scared to come outside, so I cannot do that to the kids. What can I do now? Well, those birds did call me a fat ass. Maybe I should go see what they talking about. So I go outside and I see the birds. Chirp, 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 chirp. The fat ass is back. Oh, Well, maybe I should not play hide and go seek. Maybe I should play freeze tag. I pick up a rock and start my motherfucking game. Wow, wow, wow. Chirp, 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 chirp. The fat ass is loose. Oh, I am very joyful. I am winning the game, obviously. I go undefeated. I go undefeated until there are no more birds left. Oh, everybody's frozen. So I'm walking around. That morning, all of the birds were so chatty. But after my game, I don't hear a Horton or a hoot. No shade. So I'm walking around my neighborhood very much happy. And I see a U-Haul pulling into my neighborhood. Ooh. What's that about? Now, you know, as a big, fat, nasty individual, we are very nosy and very messy. So I must fulfill my duty. No shade. I walk up to the U-Haul. I see a kid jump out the back seat. He's like, hi. I'm like, hi. Ooh, another victim. I mean, potential friend. I walk up to him and we hit it off instantly. Now we best friends. You know, kids will be friends with anybody, even Michael Myers. No shade. So he goes to his mama. Mama, what you want, Peanut? Can I go play with my friend at the playground? Your friend? Hi. Damn, that's a big ass boy. Okay, Peanut. Be back inside by the time the streetlights come on. All right, Mama. So we go to the playground, and I don't have my knife. So we're actually playing. I'm like, wow, is this what normal kids do? Losers. Now, normal kids would just use the playground equipment and go about their day. But we are in the hood and we baby's kids. No shade. So we are using all of the playground equipment every single way except the way it was intended to be used. No shade. We have a very big jungle gym. So we're like, let's climb all the way up to the top and play patty cake. So now we're at the very top of the jungle gym about to play patty cake. But all of a sudden, two figures pop up on my shoulders. Floop, floop. Who the fuck are y'all? I see an angel on this shoulder and a demon on this shoulder. The angel is like, aren't you glad you finally have a real friend? I'm like, yeah, he kind of cool. And the demon says, ain't no friends in this shit. He ain't your motherfucking friend. You know what? You right. He is kind of funny looking. No shade. Now we start playing. Mama's having a baby. Daddy's going crazy. If it's a boy, I give it a toy. If it's a girl, I give it a curl. If it's twins, I wrap them in a blanket. Throw them out the window. 1, don't stop. 2, don't stop. 3, don't stop till your hands get high. You should push him off. What? Push him off the jungle gym. Why would I do that? Cause ain't no friends in this shit. You right. Ah! I push him off the jungle gym and he falls all the way down. Boom! When he gets up, I'm telling on you. Snitch. Who you gonna tell? Your mama? Get your mama and I'm gonna get my mama. And we gonna see how that turns out. See, I thought he was going to get his mama. Turns out he was going to get the motherfucking Avengers. So after he runs off, I get down and I'm on the swinging. If his status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him. Better be street if he looking at me. All of a sudden, here goes the angel. Floop! What you want? That was your friend. Why did you do that to him? Floop! I ain't checking for him. Better be straight if he looking at me. All of a sudden, the air got thicker. The clouds got darker. Boom, 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 boom. What the fuck is that? I see out of my peripheral the boy and 3 other boys. Like, hold on, wait. I thought it was just one of them. I didn't see them get out the U-Haul. No shade. So I look at my demon. You seen my demon gone. Now I'm on my own. They coming straight up to me. One of them goes, "Hey, what you do to my little cousin?" I didn't do. Them 3 boys who he brought, you would have thought they was Tasiki, Big Lex, and Ivory. But how big they were, you would have thought they was the Big Show, Mark Henry, and Rikishi. No shade. They came up to me and tore me out the frame. What are the odds the one day I don't have my knife, I get jumped? Now I'm on the ground. They turning me every which way but loose. They do not stop until I'm good and tore. I'm like, okay, I get it. I open my eyes. I don't feel no punches. They standing over me. Now, at this time, I was like 5, but the boys was like 12 and 13. And you know, 12-year-olds, they got puberty. They booties is big and nasty, just musty. One of them gets on top of me and sits his booty on my face. I'm like, oh, I can't take it. So I done got beat up, and on top of that, I got cow manure on my face. No shade. Whenever he finally lets me up for air, they get up, don't never touch my little cousin again. I promise I won't. They start walking away. I sit up. I'm in shock. All of a sudden, floop, the demon back. Damn, that was crazy. Where was you? Hey, man, you know I'm not a floop. Floop, the angel. Now, what did we learn? Get to it! I was so defeated, I had to get up and do the walk of shame. That humbled me. After that, I told myself I will never play with anybody ever again. I will always be nice. That was very short-lived, though. No shade. But now, every time somebody asks me, Eddie, when is the first time you ate booty?